The NRL has turned its gaze toward a rising storm, one that began quietly but has now erupted with the full force of public scrutiny. Lachlan Galvin, only 19, has become the center of a swirling saga that stretches from legal threats to leak footage and from contract disputes to fresh beginnings at Belmore. It all came to a head when footage surfaced online, seemingly showing Galvin at Canterbury's training facility. At that point, the West Tigers had not yet officially announced his release. The optics were as explosive as any on-field controversy. The NRL, never one to turn a blind eye to protocol breaches, quickly launched an investigation. The Bulldogs were poised. The deal was all but sealed. On Friday evening, West Tigers finally broke their silence, confirming the 5/8 release and paving the way for his next chapter in blue and white. From the Tigers' end, the tone was civil. Shane Richardson, the club's CEO, kept it brief but professional. "We wish Lachlan all the best with another NRL club." Galvin echoed that sentiment. "I am grateful to the West Tigers board and management for granting my early release. I wish the playing group success in the future." Behind the formality, though, lies a complex tale of public tension, internal politics, and a young player navigating a turbulent path. For round 13, Galvin was excused from Tigers duties. He was notably absent from the lineup set to face North Queensland. Meanwhile, whispers grew louder about a transfer fee, 6 figures, reportedly, as the Tigers and Bulldogs finalized terms. The social media footage was the final match to light the powder keg. A video, short but potent, surfaced showing Galvin on the field at the Bulldogs headquarters in Belmore. The Bulldogs insisted he wasn't officially training. But the NRL's rulebook doesn't leave much room for ambiguity. Even if Galvin hadn't touched the ball, the optics raised concerns. Was this a breach? Had he jumped the gun? The NRL wants answers. This wasn't the start Galvin wanted when he turned down a contract extension from the Tigers. Since then, the narrative has spun out in uncomfortable directions. His name was hurled into social media skirmishes. Teammates Jarome Luai and Sunia Turuva seemed to take jabs online. Then came the legal bombshell. Galvin served the club a letter citing bullying. State of Origin season is typically the time for elite focus and club cohesion. Instead, the Tigers were navigating a PR crisis. Even head coach Benji Marshall sounded like a man done with the noise. "I guess everyone's probably a little bit sick of talking about it and it being reported," Marshall said on Friday, his weariness audible. "But we're just focused on the game. I know it's a cliched thing to say, but we have to be." And perhaps that's true. Because amidst the headlines, the Tigers had work to do. A bye week had given them space. Now, the match against North Queensland loomed large. "The energy around the place has been really good, really positive," Marshall noted. On Galvin's departure, Marshall didn't dwell. "I don't know if disappointment's the word," he said. For Marshall and the Tigers, it's about moving forward. There's belief in the current roster. "We like the players we've got, we love the squad we've got," Marshall emphasized. "We're excited about some of the young players coming through. There's fresh blood now." Heath Mason, also 19, gets his first NRL start in the halves. He'll line up alongside co-captain Luai, tasked with bringing stability to a reshuffled backline. The focus, Marshall insisted, is on making a mark this year. Galvin is gone, but the mission remains. For Galvin, the spotlight isn't dimming anytime soon. His move to the Bulldogs puts him on a new stage, under new scrutiny, with fresh expectations. If the footage was indeed premature, if he stepped into Belmore colours before the ink dried, the NRL will decide the repercussions. But one thing is clear, this story is far from over. Galvin's departure marks the end of a messy chapter for the Tigers, and the beginning of a high-stakes journey for him at Canterbury. Whether the move reignites his trajectory or adds more fuel to an already volatile storyline remains to be seen. For now, the Tigers reset. The Bulldogs wait. The NRL watches. And the game rolls on.